We've been on the air for over a decade.
Tonight's presentation of the OLSH Sports Radio Network. I'm your host, Matt Fargo.
Covering the very best in Charger athletics.
Ridgeway has the ball knocked away. Oh, Chargers are going to Hershey. I'm going to game. I'm going to Chargers. I'm going to Hershey town. Oh, my goodness. The game is over. And the OLSH Chargers have written history at Heinz Field this afternoon. They're bringing it home to Woodcrest Avenue. The Chargers on top of the single-A football world.
From the first game of the season until the last whistle blows, the OLSH Sports Network has you covered.
Our Lady of the Sacred Heart, 170 to 68.
We are the home of the OLSH Chargers. We are the OLSH Sports Network.
The following is a presentation of the OLSH Sports Network. We are live from 1504 Woodcrest Avenue, the Angela Activity Center, for continuing coverage of PIA Boys Championship Basketball, where your OLSH Chargers are hosting the United Lions. It's a pleasant good evening, everybody. I'm OLSH alongside Nick Hollerbaugh, and we're here to bring you what should be an exciting basketball game as the OLSH Chargers come in with a 23-0 record, and they will go up against the 21-6 United Lions, Nick, and looking for a good one.
Yeah, this is where, records don't matter. Once the PIAA playoff starts, it's 0-0. It's fair game. Anyone can win. It just depends on who shows up. So with that in mind, you're erasing the regular season record. You're erasing the losses, the wins, and now it's two teams coming out to battle for their chance for a trip to Hershey.
And it all starts right here on the floor of the AAC. Chargers come in, as I said, ranked number one in the state, undefeated. They've got 63 in a row, 23 in a row here this year. Everybody's trying to take them down, and United is no different. They're going to come in here, try to bring the big upset as they come in the number 4 seed out of District 6. The Chargers, of course, come in as the number 1 seed out of District 7, winning the WPL championship on Saturday night.
Yeah, and, talking about a little bit of the stats, OLSH averages about 77 points a game, and they allow 43 points a game. United is kind of the same as Fort Cherry, where they only allow 44 points a game, and they score about 60 points a game. So it's kind of almost like the same type of competition you're going to see. I'd expect United to slow down the game, not try and let OLSH run the ball, press, trap, kind of like you saw Fort Cherry do in the championship game. Fortunately for OLSH, they're the 4-time Whitfield champions. They know what the pressure is like. They're hungry. They're ready for it. They're number 1 in 2A. They're number 1 in the state. Whereas, United, they're 18th in the state. They're coming off a loss to West Sheboygan to make them the 4th seed. And, they might have a chip on their shoulder to come out and play.
Yeah, I don't look for United to lay down and say, we're facing the number 1 team. We might as well just go home. They're going to come out here and give it all they got, because then if they do come out of here victorious, boy, what a huge chip on their shoulder then.
Yeah.
They can come out and say, hey, we took down number 1 in the state. Now, why can't we win it all? So, everything's on the line for United. And the Chargers, you just hope they don't come out complacent. saying, you know what, we're number one. They're not going to beat us, and they got to come out. Chargers don't get it. You know that they can just walk over this team. They're going to have to play a good game. This is from here on out, Nick. There are no easy games.
No.
These are all winning organizations coming in the rest of the way. Chargers or anybody right now has to win 5 more games to be declared the state champion, and not one of them is going to be an easy game.
No, it's definitely not. But the one thing about, the OLSH Chargers is the way Coach Rod, teaches them and coaches them. We're not worrying anything about except this game only, and you don't come out slow. You come out like they're your toughest opponent each time. Like we were saying earlier, going up to him and talking to him about the game before he says we're playing a great team. We have to come out on fire.
Well, you're absolutely right. And they have their eye on the pie. I mean, the WPIL championship, and they all talked to them, and yeah, that was nice.
Yeah.
Fort Pete, yeah, that's nice, but that's not what they're talking about. They're talking about getting some chocolate bars at the end of the month, and that's what they're eyeing up. And they're not looking 2-3 games down the road. They're looking at United right here tonight. And the other factor that the Chargers have in their favor is they are such a complete team. If they want to play, if the other team wants to play a slow game, the Chargers we'll play a half-court game. If the other team wants to run it up and down the court, Chargers say we can run with you. And if they want to go inside, the 2 big guys inside for the Chargers, who in my opinion drive this team, they'll say, "Bring it on, boys." They're just more than happy. And if they want to play the outside shooting game, our guards, Rocco Spadafora and Jake DeMichaels, are more than welcome. They'll more than welcome that game.
Yeah, and along with that, Kevin Wilson always likes to, drop the 3 when it's least expected. And the other thing I was kind of thinking about was OLSH, their 5 starters. 4 of them average double digits. And then I believe it's Kevin Wilson who averages about 9 points a game. So he's right on that cusp. There's not a lot of high school teams out there where all 5 of your starters are right at double digits.
Yeah, absolutely. And that just plays into what I just said. It's like they're a well-rounded team, and they're gonna play whatever kind of game you want, and they're comfortable with that. So I'll tell you what, before we step aside here, I'll go over the starting lineups with you. First for the United Lions, as the ball comes rolling over toward us. They're going to start. Their head coach is Matt Rodkey, and he's going to start a 5'6" senior guard, Johnny Machesko, a 6'1" senior guard, Jacob Boring. Machesko wears number 2. Boring wears number 12. Wearing number 14 is a 6'2" junior forward, Bradley Felix. Wearing number 15 is a 6'4" senior forward, Jonathan Henry. And wearing number 55 is another 6'4" senior forward, Benjamin Toom. Again, for the Lions, it is Machesko, Boring, Felix, Henry, and Toom. For your Chargers, head coach, of course, is Mike Rodriguez. He will send the usual suspects out to start this one. Wearing number 0 and is a 6'3" senior forward guard is Jake DeMichael. Wearing number 1 is a 5'11" junior guard is Rocco Spadafora. The big guys, wearing number 4 is a 6'3" junior forward, Bryson Kirshner. A 6'4" senior forward, wears number 5, is Dawson Summers. And last but certainly not least, a 6'3" senior forward guard, wearing number 23, is Kevin Wilson. Again, for your Chargers, it's DeMichael, Spadafora, Kirshner, Summers, and Wilson. And we'll hang out here.
Yeah, so I read an interesting stat earlier today, kind of about OLSH and the Whippeals. So how about Jake DeMichael is the first player ever in Whippeal history to start 4 Whippeal championship games and win all 4.
Yeah, that's we were talking about that down at the peak. on Saturday, Matt and I were. And, yeah, great stat. I mean, Jake DeMichael's got some great credentials coming into and going out of this season, and he just keeps adding to it. It's just another feather in his cap. I mean, I think he's the second player to ever do that.
Yeah, I mean, according to what I saw on the trip, he's the only
the
one.
First one, okay.
First.
That could be, yeah.
But I did see, also OLSH, the first school to win 4 championships in a row since Midland, who won 7 in the 70s.
Yeah. I remember those. I was going to school then. So, yeah, it's lots of history goes down every one of these games that the Chargers play for a lot of different reasons. And these kids are so level-headed. They're all about the game. They're all about what's in front of them. And you talk to them, and a lot of times you tell them stuff like that, and they just say, oh, really? I didn't know that. So, I mean, that's how focused they are on what's in front of them, what the task is at hand. All right, tell you what, we'll step aside, pay a couple bills. We'll come back, and we'll let you listen to the national anthem sung live right here.
Favorite thing about OLSH is all the friendships that I've made, especially through activities, and just the community that we've had.
My favorite thing about OLSH is definitely the family atmosphere. It's just so welcoming. Everyone's there for you, and you know that.
Everyone is just such a close community here, and it's just so exciting to go to school here at OLSH.
We can't wait to meet you.
Can't wait to meet you.
We can't wait to see you.
And I can't wait to meet you.
Join us for Open House, Wednesday, March 16th. Register online at olsh.org. We can't wait to meet you.
Welcome back to the AAC. OLSH and Nick Hollerbaugh here to bring you the action as the Chargers open up the PIAA State Championship Tournament facing the United Lions, who made the trip down from Armagh, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, they got a pretty good crowd for how far away they're from. It's nice to see teams travel like that.
Yeah, there is. It's a packed house here tonight. And I think they're in for a good one. I think it should be a good game. I'm going to check it out and see exactly how far away that is. How long of a trip they had.
Well, I know it's by Indiana, so.
Yeah. An hour and 24 minutes. It's not too bad.
Terrible, no.
So getting ready for the opening festivities here. Make sure you're high enough to All right, what an atmosphere we were talking about, Nick. Folks, Angela Activity Center is packed to the gills. They've got the old student section. They had to open it up to other spectators because there's so many people in here. This is fun.
It's always fun for kids to play in the game like that.
Yeah, and then you got Matt Fargo introducing them. I mean, how more exciting can that be? I mean, think about it. This is a PA announcer for the NCAA tournament at the PPG Paints Arena this year. So,
right.
And also for the D3 championships at Duquesne. So, and we got the national anthem. I thought it was going to be sung live, but it's not. But we'll let you listen in anyway. All right. Before we go any further, Nick, I gotta give a shout out to our number one fans, Sister Francine and all the sisters. And sisters, I hope the camera work is a little bit better than the last night. we had some issues, and we'll see if we can't fix that for you. Hope it comes out okay. And now the introductions again by the one and only Matt Fargo. Once again, the starting lineups for United: Lechesko, Boring, Felix, Henry, Kirshner, Summers, and Wilson. It'll be Dawson Summers, I would assume, against Toon for the tip.
You can definitely tell it's the first round of the state playoffs. The energy in here is just electrifying.
Yeah, the first game, and then it kind of like tails off a little bit. And then when you get down to like the semifinals, it starts to ramp up again. Yeah, no doubt.
Looks like he's going up against John Henry.
Oh, no, he's going to go against Henry. Toon will be in the backcourt. We are ready, set, and go. And Chargers get it. Dawson Summers gets his own tip after it bounces around. And Rocco Spadafora will set the offense. Just underway here at the AAC. Spadafora into the paint, kicks it out to Summers. And we had a travel. Turnover, Chargers. And the Lions will have the ball.
Yeah, that left foot just kind of slid when
Yeah.
he was trying to pump.
Actually, I thought Rocco traveled first, but they bring it up the court. It's Boring to Felix to Toon on the baseline. Goes all the way across court. Taken away by Spadafora. Spadafora's coming down 1 against 2. Lays it up, can't go. DeMichael with the rebound. He lays it up and in. And the Chargers are on the board. It's 2-0 Chargers. Sort of a soft press here by the Chargers. It's tipped by Spadafora, but it's Machesko. Toombs goes up for it, can't get it to go, and it's DeMichael again with another board. Will bring it down, and he'll bring it up the court himself. Jake DeMichael. 7 minutes to go, 1 minute in. DeMichael can't get it to go, but he drew the foul. The floater in and out. Jonathan Henry picks up the first foul of the game for United. Michael with the line, shooting 2 times. Hard off the back iron, no good. You see Jake there walking away disgusted, not happy with that.
No, not at all.
He's a good free throw shooter. Missed that one. So you look for him to be pretty solid the rest of the way.
Yeah, you usually only misses about 1 or 2 times.
Yeah, exactly. 3-0 Chargers, or should I say 3-0 Jake DeMichael. Bringing it up is Boring up ahead. Boring again with the ball. Over to Machesko. Hands it off to Felix. Back to Machesko. To Felix. Felix with the floater. He's good for the 2. Bradley Felix. And it's 3-2 Chargers. Spadafora. 6.5 to go here in the first. Works against Machesko. United in a man-to-man defense. They get it into Summers. Knocked away. Taken back away by the Chargers. Spadafora goes up for the layup. No, too strong. DeMichael with the rebound. Reverse layup. He gets it to go. It's 5-0 Jake DeMichael. Or 5-2 Jake DeMichael. Bringing it up is Boring. Cross the timeline. Met there by a couple of Chargers. Machesko into Henry. Back out to Boring. Loses control a moment. Gets it to Machesko. Over to Henry. The shot by Felix, no good. Another rebound by Jake DeMichael. And Spadafora will lock it up with a 3-point lead as we approach 5.5 to go here in the first. Kevin Wilson, long 3, off the iron, no good. Tracked down by Summers. Baseline, hands it off to Wilson. Gathers it in, he goes up, no good. Wilson, put back, no good. Then Kirshner says, I'll put it in. Grayson Kirshner makes it a 7-2 game. Here's Boring. Up to Felix. And there's a travel by Boring. Turnover for the Lions. Kevin Wilson will trigger in for the Chargers. 5:10 to go here in the first.
And this looks to be a defensive battle so far.
Yeah, they both want to establish their half-court defense. Inside, too strong for DeMichael over his head.
I think Kirshner thought he was going to drop down more to the basket.
Yeah, I thought he was going to go more low. Yeah, I agree. Another turnover for the Chargers as we cross 5 miles to go here in the first. Henry hands it off to Boring. He'll lay it up and in. Makes it a 7-4 game. Back to a 3-point lead for the Chargers. Kevin Wilson hands it off to Rocco Spadafora. Summers goes into the paint. They scramble for it, and the Lions are going to come up away with it. It's Henry. Will bring it up the court. Summers confronts. And another rejection by Summers. Here comes DeMichael. He's going to lay it up and in. DeMichael lays it in. 7 for DeMichael, and it's 9-4 Chargers. Machesko. Chargers in that 2-3 defense. That zone. They work it around the perimeter. 3 ball on the way off the iron. Out of the hands of Boring. No good. The Chargers come up with it. Kirshner. DeMichael fakes the 3. Summers lays it off the glass and in. 11-4 Chargers. Under 4 minutes to go here in the first. Got some substitutions getting ready for the Lions. And Kevin Wilson's going to pick up the first foul for the Chargers.
Yeah, that kind of happens when you ride them down that sideline.
And we have a media timeout. Media timeout with the 3:46 left here in the first. 11-4, Chargers with the lead. In the lineup for the Lions is number 0, Joe Marino, and also number 22, Tyler Robinson. Marino will trigger in for the Lions. He gets it into Machesko. Spadafora on him. He gets it out to Marino. Over to Felix. Taken away by DeMichael. Jake DeMichael, 1-on-2. Lays it up, and it's knocked out of bounds by the Lions. Nice play by the Lions to knock that one out of bounds and stop Jake from an easy layup there.
Yeah, there was a lot of body there. It's hard to call anything on something like that.
Right. Spadafora hands it off to Summers. Summers with the drive. He'll pop. No good. Taking the rebound down was Tyler Robinson for the Lions, and he'll bring it up himself. Joe Marino kicks it back out the tune to Robertson. Machesko will start it again at the OLSH logo. Robertson down into the corner to Marino. Knocked out of bounds by Kirshner. Quick hand defense there with 3:05 left in the first. Kirshner trying to keep it from going in. Robertson gets on the far side, and Jake DeMichael's going to get a blocking foul here.
Yeah, he came in a little bit too
Yeah.
high. Couldn't stop.
That'll be the first on Jake, the second on the Chargers. Robertson will trigger in for the Lions right in front of the Charger bench there. To Machesko. To Robertson. Taken away by Spadafora. DeMichael up ahead for Wilson. Wilson lays it off the glass, no good, but he gets fouled. Toombs going to pick this one up. Ben Toom picks up his first. Team's second. Kevin Wilson at the line, shooting 2 times. Wilson drains the first. Nice pure shot there.
Yeah. And, you know, hitting your foul shots is a good way to start getting on the board during the rest of the game, too.
Goes 2 for 2.
Because now you have those points out of the way. Now it's just nothing but putting in the basket.
Right. And a 9-point lead for the Chargers, 13-4. Chesko brings it across the timeline to Marino. Into the corner to Toom. Launches a three from the corner. Way too hard. DeMichael brings down the glass. Here comes Jake DeMichael up. He's going to have a floater from the free throw line off a Charger out of bounds. Chesko will have a seat. And Boring will check back in for the Lions. It's Boring up ahead to Marino. Marino off a foot. DeMichael says thank you very much. Has it knocked out of his hands, but it goes right to Dawson Summers. Spatafora launches a three ball. Rims in and out. Wilson with the putback, and he makes it good. Wilson now with quick four, and it's an 11-point lead for the Chargers. Robertson in the backcourt. Plays catch with Boring. Boring's going to go all the way. Knocked away by the Chargers. Up ahead for Kirshner. Kirshner looks around. He'll pull it back. Goes baseline. Lays it up off the glass. And it rolls in. And a timeout called by Matt Rodkey. And the Lions tells a 30-second timeout. With 1:45 left here in the first. And it's a 13-point lead for the Chargers.
Yeah, you see the Chargers kind of falling into their game now, running the floor, looking for the open man, pressing on the defense. I've talked about this in other games, but how many times they get their hands in the lane, cause deflections, makes the other player, change direction. It's very unnerving for teams having that happen to them constantly. It's like you never get a break.
Right. It's the pressure defense by the Chargers. In hockey, we say it, gap control. The Chargers are awesome at that. They just don't give any room to breathe for the other team for the most part. Luke Dashner in for the Chargers as Bryson Kirshner has a seat. Chesko. Three ball on the way. Too hard. Rebound. Taken away. Rejection. And Spatafora ends up with it. Oh, nice behind the back move there. Rocco's going to go coast to coast. Goes up, he gets fouled. He'll be at the line shooting 2 times. Foul goes against John Henry. That's his second. Team's third. Spatafora at the line 2 times. Nails the first. Nails the second. All the starters on the score sheet in the first quarter.
Yeah, that's a great way to start the game.
It's Boring, playing catch with Chesko in the backcourt. They finally get it across to Henry. Chesko gets it back again up by the logo. Works against Dashner. Boring now with the ball. Batum way outside. Henry with the 3 ball. He'll drain it. Henry gets on the board, and it's 7 points now for the Lions. Taken away. Laid up and in by Boring. 19-8. Chargers with 11-point lead. Spatafora shuffled his feet with 27 seconds left. $19-8's the score.
We had Kirshner come in for Wilson.
There we go. Boring now, nowhere to go. He finally gets it across to Henry. All the way across to Chesko, 18 seconds to go. Knocked away by the Chargers, goes right into the hands of Chesko, works against Spatafora. Handing it off to Felix. Henry with a 3 ball. He'll drain another 3. Henry now with a couple of threes. Pulls it to within 8 points. To Michael. It would have counted, but it doesn't go. And at the end of 1, it's the Chargers 19 and the Lions 11.
My favorite thing about OLSH is all the friendships that I've made, especially through activities, and just the community that we've had.
My favorite thing about OLSH is definitely the family atmosphere. It's just so welcoming. Everyone's there for you, and you know that.
Everyone is just such a close community here, and it's just so exciting to go to school here at OLSH.
We can't wait to meet you.
Can't wait to meet you.
We can't wait to see you.
And I can't wait to meet you.
Back in action here. Quarter number 2, 19. I have 19-10. The scoreboard has 19-11. I'm missing there. DeMichael with the steal. Can he track it down? He will. He stepped on the end line, though. It'll be Lions ball. 7:45 left here in the half. 8, according to the scoreboard, 8-point lead. Henry inside to Boring, outside to Machesko. Go baseline drive, kicks it back out, taken away by Spadafora. And he, smart play there, smacks it off the legs of Bradley Felix. It'll be Charger ball. 7.5 to go. Yeah, I got 12 points. The scoreboard has 10 or 11. Too. Yeah. For the Lions. Here's Spadafora. Works against Machesko. Spadafora pulls it back out. Wilson from the elbow. Summers drains the 2. 21. We'll go by the scoreboard. 21-11. Oh, what a play there. Kevin Wilson with the play, smacks it off of Henry out of bounds. It'll be Charger ball on a great veteran move there by Kevin Wilson.
Yeah, it was a heads-up play, way to get his hands in there. The only thing I can think of is the 3, they called a 2.
Yeah. I'll have to go check at halftime.
There's another heads-up play by
thank you,
Henry. Just kind of doing the same as what Wilson did last time.
I was saying thank you. The ball was saved from hitting us. Out of bounds off of Toom. Chargers once again will trigger in right in front of the Lions fans. Get it into Summers. Hands it off to Spadafora. Spadafora. We got a foul called against the Lions.
Yeah, that'll be on Boring, kind of battling with Kirshner down on the bottom.
Good call, Nick. His first, team's 4th. Michael will trigger into Kirshner. Kirshner goes baseline. Up off the glass. Bryson Kirshner with a great spin move on the baseline and the drive. And the bucket. Oh, and he got fouled as well.
Fouled by
Boring again. That's number 2 on Boring, number 5 on the Lions. So Kirshner has a chance for the traditional 3-point play here. I didn't see the foul there.
Yeah, it was quick.
That was a great move, though. Can't complete the 3-point play. Rebound.
Yep, DeMichael got over in the back on that.
Yeah, DeMichael's complaining. Couldn't see it. I was screened out. He's asking. That's number 2 on Jake. Number 3 on the Chargers. 6:37 left here in the first. It's 23-11 Chargers. The Lions were down by 13 at one point. Got it down to 8, and the Chargers expanded the lead again. Knocked away. Here comes DeMichael. He'll slow it down. He'll speed it up. Off the backboard, no good. Kirshner with the putback. He's got 8, and it's 25-11. Kirshner is going to get the foul there on grabbing the arm. His first, team's fourth. Robertson and Marino check back in for the Lions. Henry and Boring will have a seat. Robertson will trigger in right in front of the Charger bench. Get it into Machesko. Toom. Robertson baseline to Toom. Rejected by Summers. Up ahead to Michael. He'll lay it up and slam it home. Jake DeMichael with 9. None is prettier than that.
And that was his statement after getting that foul call.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what that was. Marino with a 3. Air ball. Toom gets it, though. Kicks it back out to Machesko. He'll lay it up and roll it in. Took a while, but Machesko gets his first points of the game. And it's 27-13. Here comes Spatafora. He lays it up. Nope, we're saying a foul on the floor. No bucket. Machesko will pick up his first. Team 6th. Checking in for the Lions is Dylan Dishong. And Machesko will have a seat with 5:32 left here in the half. That was the 6th foul by the Lions. Here comes Kirshner. Can't get it to go. Brought down by Felix. He'll bring it up the court himself. Dishes it off. And Marino with the bucket. His first points of the game. Here comes the Chargers with a 12-point lead. Spatafora to Kirshner. Fakes the jump shot. Looking for somebody to go to. Finds DeMichael with a long 3. Rattles it in and out. Toom will clear the glass for the Lions. Up ahead. Knocked out of bounds by DeMichael. Michael came from left field on that one. Trigger it in. Deshong with the ball. Tries to split the D. He does. Jump shot. Rattles around from Felix. Brought down by the Chargers. Up ahead to Kirshner. Reverse layup. Kirshner with the bucket. And it's 29-15 Chargers. Deshong stops in the backcourt. Looking for somebody to go to. Finds Robertson. Robertson better hurry. Timeout. Called by Coach Rodkey, the 32nd timeout. He was calling timeout because he was running out of time.
He was running out of time, and they've been riding that fine line right on that, their body's over, but the ball's still in the backcourt.
Right.
It's only going to take a little hit before that becomes over in the back.
4:33 left here in the half. Chargers with a 14-point lead. Again, I'll go double check on the scoring at halftime. But
yeah, the only thing I can think of is one of those threes was called a 2, foot on the line, because that's the 1-point difference.
Right. Yeah, according to my score sheet, it's 16 for them. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would have to be, yeah.
Yeah, because, John Henry's the only one that's made threes. So it has to be
right.
One
of his, yeah. Robertson will trigger in for the Lions right at midcourt, right directly in front of us. Gets it in to Deshong. Dylan Deshong in the backcourt. Stopped at the same place. Knocked away by Spatafora. He'll track it down. Over ahead to DeMichael, and he'll slam another one home. Jake DeMichael has 11. And it's a 31-15 lead for the Chargers. Knocked away by DeMichael. Trying to get it to Toom over on the wing. Deshong will have a seat, as well as Robertson. Henry and Machesko come back in for the Lions with 4:14 left here in the half. Boring gets it into Machesko, I should say.
Yeah.
Boring into the corner to Henry. Henry to Michesko in the corner. Reverse to Toom. Fake by Boring. Here's Henry, top of the key. Coming down hard. Toom with the jump shot. Henry goes up hard, come down hard. We're going to get Kirshner with the foul. That'll be his second.
Yeah, it's interesting about, that foul, because looking at it from our angle, he took a bad jump. He landed funny. Kirshner didn't really touch him at all on the way down. But, it all depending on where you see it from.
Yeah, I couldn't see. I had actually had an official right in front of me, Nick, so I could not see it. So all I saw was Henry coming down hard. Hey, it's a media timeout with 3:51 left here in the second quarter.
My favorite thing about OLSH is all the friendships that I've made, especially through activities, and just the community that we've had.
My favorite thing about OLSH is definitely the family atmosphere. It's just so welcoming. Everyone's there for you, and you know that.
Everyone is just such a close community here, and it's just so exciting to go to school here at OLSH.
We can't wait to meet you.
Can't wait to meet you.
We can't wait to see you.
And I can't wait to meet you.
Join us for Open House, Wednesday, March 16th. Register online at olsh.org. We can't wait to meet you.
Coming out of the break, Dashner comes back in as Kirshner has a seat for the Chargers. 3:51 to go here in the half. They finally get it in Toom, top of the key, fakes the three, over to the far wing to Michesko. Works against Dashner. Tipped out of bounds by Rocco Spatafora. And Rocco looks like he has that disgusted look like, I should have had that.
Yeah,
I mean, that's the desire.
He was trying to time that perfectly, but I think the pass was just a little bit too high.
It was. Boring tries to go baseline. It's cut off. They get it into Toom. Works against Wilson. Toom can't get it to go. I think Kevin Wilson's going to pick up his second foul.
Yep.
It is. So 3 Chargers with fouls, each with 2.
You guys slapped the wrist on that one.
Yeah.
But I think this will be United's first free throws of the game.
It is. Ben Toom at the line. He makes it. They are perfect from the line, Nick.
Yeah. Hey, that's always a great way to start, right? 1-1.
Right. BJ Vaughn comes in for the Chargers. Kevin Wilson will have a seat. And Toom gets both of his first points of the game. 3.5 to go. Chargers with a 31-17 point lead, 14 points. To Michael, far side wing. Drives in, little floater off the glass, can't get it to go. But he tips his own, gets his own rebound back. And it's taken away by Boring. He'll bring it up the court, down the paint. Should be a charge. It is. Boring gets that's Boring's third foul. Great play by BJ Vaughn, comes in, took the foul, took the charge. Dashner comes back out.
And those are one of my favorite penalties to see is the offensive guy sitting there taking the charge.
And Coach Rodriguez takes a 30-second timeout. I think he took that timeout, Nick. He was trying to make some substitutions, and looks like Luke Dashner's flexing his knee. He's had that knee issue.
Yeah.
And they were trying to get him out. It looked like Dorian Tate was getting ready to check in. .312 left here in this half. Basically, both teams in the bonus. The Chargers still have 6 fouls, but next foul by the Chargers will put the Lions at the line for the rest of the way in this half. And yet, Dorian Tate does check in for the Chargers. You see Dashner still trying to flex and walk it off. He's going to the locker room. Spatafora now try to bring it up the court as we approach 3 minutes to go. He'll work against Machesko. Spatafora kicks it out to Vaughn. Vaughn from the corner. Off the iron, no good. And Spatafora ends up with the rebound. Reverse layup, no good. DeMichael puts it back, no good. Tate battling for it, and it's Toom will come down with it. Up ahead to Boring. Boring lays it up. Its shot was changed. It goes in. Boring with the bucket, and he'll be at the line. 31-19. I think B.J. Vaughn picks up that foul, his first, team 7th, and the three-point play is completed. 11-point lead for the Chargers. 2:40 to go here in the half. Spatafora directing traffic. Tate trying to set the pick, but they get it inside to Summers, and he gets fouled. If this is on Henry, this is his third.
Yeah, it might be a one-on-one because he wasn't going up for the shot. So it's on number 2.
That's Machesko. His second. Team's 8th. Summers at the line in the bonus.
It's the first on the one-on-one.
You know what? People look at Summers and they say he's the big man, and they don't expect much at the charity stripe. He's actually a pretty good free throw shooter for a big guy. And there I go, the announcer's jinx. He gets 1 of 2. It's back to a 12-point lead for the Chargers. Boring. Machesko launches a long 3, rattles it in, it stays in. Oh, they're saying that's only 2. They're saying he was on the line. Tate into DeMichael on the baseline. And he draws another foul.
And that's on 14. I'm guessing this would be Felix. Yeah.
That's Felix. That's his first.
So did they go by 2 or 3?
I think that last one they said a 2. I'll go check in 2 minutes.
They have it up there as he made 3.
Okay, well, I'll give him a 3 then. He misses. Taken away. Here's DeMichael. DeMichael lays this one up and makes no mistake, and he gets the foul.
And that will be on Boring.
That'll be number 4 on Boring. If that's number 12, yeah, it is. Boring picks up his 4th. This is huge for the Lions.
Yeah, Boring's been doing a pretty good job on the defensive side. That's why it hurt, having 4 going into the second half already.
35-23 is the score as DeMichael clicks on the traditional three-point play. Back to a 12-point lead. 1:54 left. Boring back out of the game now with his 4 fouls. It's Henry far side with his 3 fouls. Into the corner. They give it to Machesko. They get it back out to Marino. Kicks it back out to Henry. Henry, pull up jump shot. Off the iron, no good. Machesko loses the ball, but it goes right to this will be over and back. And a turnover over and back as Felix couldn't get it to anybody. He had the ball. That's all he could do is just throw it out there. 1.5 left. 90 seconds left in the half. 12-point lead for the Chargers. Rock goes. Spatafora controls the dribble. Tried to get it to Summers. Couldn't reach. Just out of his reach.
Yeah,
out of bounds.
Looks like they both kind of fell over
Yeah.
at the same time.
Yep. They get it in to Felix. Marino. Tate. Oh, Tate's reaching in and gets the foul. Dorian picks up his first. That's the team's 8th. So it'll be 1-1 for Marino. The junior.
And I think that call was because he swiped twice. You know, he had the ball loose on the first one, and then he kind of went back in there.
Junior at the line right now with 1:16 left, and he rolls the first one in. He gets them both. Makes it a 10-point lead. Minute 10 to go. DeMichael walks it up the court across the timeline. He works against the lines. The floater won't go. Brought down by Toom. Hands it off to Machesko. Here they come for under a minute to go. Machesko pulls up against Tate into the corner. Marino going to go baseline. Knocked out of bounds by B.J. Vaughn with 51 seconds left on the second quarter clock. 35-25. Toom will trigger in. We get it into Machesko. At the elbow, gets it out to Henry. To Felix. Felix. Dorian Tate picks up the foul.
I'm not sure what that call was. You know,
Yeah, it's. I kind of question that too because the official from the backside called that. How he saw that, I have no idea.
Yeah, you know, number 14. You know, Felix was kind of throwing his arm out there a little bit. So,
and a foul on the Lions on the missed shot by Felix. Henry picks up his third. Robertson getting ready to check in. DeMichael was at the line. We're in the double bonus now for the final 43 seconds. Wow, that's 3 missed free throws by DeMichael tonight. Henry has a seat. Robertson checks in for the Lions. He gets the second. And it's 11-point lead for the Chargers. From Machesko to Toom. Toom. Oh, that was travel all the way. No call. Oh, my goodness.
he came up, down, and
Up, down, and yeah, he was going back up again to make that pass. As it turns out, the Chargers get it with 25 to go. The entire gymnasium was up in arms on that. How they missed that, I don't know. They're saying no foul there, and Felix lays it up and in. And now they call Chargers. Same play. Same play. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, it's getting a little bit rowdy in here.
9-point lead for the Chargers. 3 on the way by Robertson. Way too long. Picked up. Toom's going to take a jump shot. That's an air ball. DeMichael. No good. At the buzzer. That's how the first half will end. With the score, the Chargers 36, the Lions 27.
And at the end of that, you know, it looked like they kind of took out DeMichael from under the basket. You saw him get up and kind of question that. He wasn't too happy with not getting the call.
favorite thing about OLSH is all the friendships that I've made, especially through activities, and just the community that we've had.
My favorite thing about OLSH is definitely the family atmosphere. It's just so welcoming. Everyone's there for you, and you know that.
Everyone is just such a close community here, and it's just so exciting to go to school here at OLSH.
We can't wait to meet you.
Can't wait to meet you.
We can't wait to see you.
And I can't wait to meet you.
Join us for Open House, Wednesday, March 16th. Register online at olsh.org. We can't wait to meet you.
The last basket for United.
All right, welcome back here to the AAC. 36-27, Chargers with the 9-point lead. And it got wild and hairy there at the end there, Nick.
Yeah, it was getting, chippy. It was getting intense. United, they came in hard to play. You could tell that when they were in the warm-ups. You could tell that when they were shooting around that they came to play. They weren't afraid of the number one OLSH Chargers. They want to make a statement, and they came in to make it.
Well, they certainly did in the first half. The Chargers had as much as a 14-point lead at one point, and it's back down to 9. So still behind the 8 ball, so to speak. But you're right. They're not backing down. They're not going to walk away.
Yeah, what's going to make a big difference, especially in the second half, is two of their starters, one with 4 fouls and one with 3 fouls. You never want that going into the second half, especially on tight game.
Right. Yeah, because that's going to take them out of their game. They got to back off a little bit. And that's the advantage to the purple and gold. So hey, let's go over some of the scoring. First for the Lions of United, their leading scorer is Jacob Boring. He has 7 points. 5 points each for John Henry and Johnny Machesko. 4 points each for Bradley Felix and Joe Marino. And 2 points for Ben Toom for their 27 points. The Chargers leading all scorers is Jake DeMichael with 15. 10 points for Bryson Kirshner. 5 points for Dawson Summers. 4 for Kevin Wilson. And 2 points for Rocco Spatafora.
Yeah, so, the interesting tale of the tape here is, something I haven't seen in all the games I've watched this year. OLSH is only shooting 42% from the field. They're 14 for 33. They're 8 for 13 for the free throw line, and they're 0 for 4 from 3-point land. However, when you look at the other stats, they have 16 rebounds, 11 offensive, 5 defense. They have 10 steals, 4 blocks, and 9 deflections. So they're very good at getting their hands in the way. Whereas, on the other tail of the tape, shooting 8 for 18, they're 44%. They've hit 2 3-pointers, and they're 5 for 6 from the line. But they only have 11 rebounds, that 14 turnovers, 3 steals, and only 1 deflection.
So basically what you're telling me is the Chargers haven't been very, very good from beyond the arc tonight, and they're still leading by 9 points.
Yeah.
So that bodes well for the Chargers, but you want them to turn it up a notch or two from the outside and get those shots. And I'm going to be honest with you, United's playing good defense, and it's not really giving them an easy way to go to get those 3-pointers either.
Right.
So they're in their face from beyond the arc and forcing them to make shots that maybe they don't want to take.
Yeah, they're doing a good job of kind. It seems like they're almost, frustrating the OLSH offense. They're everywhere. They're kind of playing, as I like to put, they're giving OLSH what OLSH plays. There's not a lot of teams that do that, and this might be a new experience for them. But if there's anything I know about this OLSH team, it's Coach Rod went to the locker room, and he came up with a plan.
Right. Well, he's famous for going, making adjustments at halftime. Let's see what he does coming out here in the second half with that 9-point lead. 36-27 is the score in this PIAA first-round matchup.
Right, and just for a score update, the winner of this game will play the winner of Rocky Grove Carleton, and right now, halfway through the third quarter, Carleton's up 33-22.
All right. So if the scores all hold up the way they are right now, it'll be a District 7 second-round matchup.
Yep.
So, all right, I will buy that. So you're listening to Charger basketball here on the OLSH Sports Network and PIA's first-round playoffs. And I'm OLSH. Also, Nick Hollerbaugh next to me. Hope you're enjoying this one. All right, ready to go. Here in the second half.
And I'll be interested to see what United's going to do with this.
Right, how do they come out?
Put Henry and Felix out there with their fouls, or, if they keep them kind of replaced.
Oh, you mean Boring with the 4 fouls, Henry with the 3.
It looks like
Francesco has 2.
But, Boring's not.
Yeah, Henry's out. Yep, Boring's going to sit. No, Boring's out there too. No, that's Robertson. No, Boring is out there. Starting 5 out here for the Lions. Chargers will respond in kind. It will be the Charger ball to start quarter number 3. Kevin Wilson will trigger in. Hands it off to Spadafora. Spadafora over to DeMichael. DeMichael goes down the lane. He'll lay it up and in. Jake DeMichael. 38-27, 11-point lead. Henry, ball's tipped by Wilson. It goes right to Boring. Francesco is going to go down the lane, kicks it out to Henry, top of the key. Boring goes into the paint, kicks out to Francesco, fakes the 3. He'll go throw the floater up off the iron. Wilson with the rebound. That goes off of the Lions. Machesko complains, but to no avail. Spatafora will walk it up. 38-27, Chargers with the 11-point lead. From outside the arc, it was Summers. Gets it, can't get it to go. DeMichael gets it to Wilson. Wilson hands it off to Spatafora. Thought about the three. We'll pull it back. Spatafora. Over to Wilson. Wilson. Off the glass. Can't get it to roll in, and Henry clears the glass. Under 7 to go here in the third. Chargers still with that 11-point lead. Chesko, long three, and he drains it. Boring with another three. And he's in double figures with 10.
Looks like official timeout to reset.
Yeah. 8-point lead for the Chargers. Spatafora will walk it up. Under 6.5 to go in the third. Kirshner to Wilson. They'll play catch. DeMichael launches a three. That's off the mark. Doom brings the rebound down. They battle for it. Finally goes to Machesko. Has the ball knocked out of bounds. Off of Machesko. Charger ball. Coach Rodkey not happy at all.
No, it's getting a little tricky out here. You see Felix trying to rub DeMichael kind of the wrong way. I feel like that's not something you want to do with Jake.
No, you get
to use that and take it over.
Oh yeah, Jake will use that to his advantage. Yep. Spatafora now with the dribble. Free throw line. That shot is blocked. He got fouled though. He'll be shooting twice. Rocco Spatafora, it was a push. Is it Toon that's going to pick us up?
Yeah, but to be fair to both teams, that kind of looked like it was all for two.
Ben Toon picks up the foul. His second, team's first. Spatafora at the line 2 times. Nothing but net on the first one. Back to a 9-point lead. And that's where it'll stay as he misses the second one. Comes the line, Boring. Kicks it off, out of bounds. Pass goes out of bounds, trying to hit Felix in the corner. It'll be Charger ball on the turnover. 5:46 on the scoreboard clock in the third quarter. Summers now. The big guy brings it up the court. Summers off his foot. Out of bounds. Another turnover, Chargers. That's why the big guys don't bring it up that often. Machesko loses the ball. DeMichael brings it up. He'll lay it off the glass and in. 19 for DeMichael, and it's back to an 11-point lead. Here comes Boring. In the paint, he rolls around, hands it off to Henry. Henry lays it up off the glass, no good. Wilson with the rebound. He gets fouled. This will be Felix, I believe, with the foul. Felix picks up the foul. That's his second, team second. Point lead. Henry and Boring have a seat for the Lions. Robertson and Marino check in. Spatafora will control it up the floor as we approach 5 minutes to go here. Spatafora works against Machesko. Stop and go move. Hands it off to Kirshner. Reverse layup. Won't go. Toom with the rebound. Toom flips it out to Robertson up the court. Marino tries to go baseline. Hands it off to Felix. Off the glass. Nicely done. Felix with the bucket. And it's back to a 9-point lead for the Chargers. Summers walks it across the timeline. Lots of open space.
Yeah, I knew that was going to get called eventually. He's been giving elbows and playing with the Michael all night. You know, you can only get so aggressive as a player. That'll be Felix's third.
Felix, that's his third, yeah. Felix's third. That's the third on the Lions. He's been doing, you're right, he's been doing it all game, especially in the second quarter.
Yeah.
Wilson takes the pick from Summers. Spadafora has it now. To DeMichael. DeMichael works against Felix. DeMichael. And he draws a foul. That'll be number 4 on Felix. That's his fourth, the fourth on the Lions. DeMichael at the line 2 times. Nothing but net on that. Boring and Henry come back in. 2 will have a seat along with Felix. So Boring in with his 4 fouls. 4:17 to go here in the third. Chargers with a 10-point lead. DeMichael on the back half. Pure on both of them.
I don't even think that hit net going in.
No. There's Boring, top of the key. Knocked away by the Chargers, but it goes right into Machesco's hand. To Boring, down the lane, he floats it up and in. DeMichael, it's going to go baseline. Kicks it out to Dirk Kirshner. Kirshner off the glass. What a play by Bryson Kirshner. And a great feed from DeMichael. Robertson to Machesco. Into the paint. Kicks it out. Henry launches a 3. Off the iron. Top of the backboard. Goes right to Henry. And that one's... Oh, Kevin Wilson get called for a foul. I thought he had all ball. And they hear it from the Charger faithful. That's Kevin Wilson's third, team's first, and it's a media timeout with 3:36 left here in the third quarter. The Chargers 45, the Lions 34. All right, we're back. 3:36 left here in the third quarter. Chargers with an 11-point lead, 45-34. Luke Dashner will come in off the bench and replace Kevin Wilson out of this timeout for the Chargers.
Just for an update at the end of the third, Rocky Groves trailing by 7, 34-27.
Into the lineup for the Lions is Dylan DeShong. Robertson has a seat for the Lions. Henry at the line. Misses his first. Gets the second one, though. And makes it a 10-point game for the Chargers. Spadafora now has some pressure from DeShong. Dashner waits for the pass. He gets it. Back over to Spadafora. To DeMichael. Slows it down. 3:15 to go here in the third. DeMichael down the paint. The floater won't go. There's a foul. Offensive foul on the Chargers. On DeMichael. That's his third. Comes to Shong, up hard, almost taken away by DeMichael. They go across, they go around the horn. Back to Boring. It's going to, the floater off the glass, no good. DeMichael had it for a moment. Toom goes up and lays it in. Back to an 8-point game. Here come the lines, won't go away. Summers thought about the three. He'll bring it into the paint. He goes up, can't get it to go, but he drew the foul. Who's it on?
I want to say it's on.
Jonathan Henry, his fourth. So now it's Felix, Henry, and Boring, all with 4 fouls for the Lions. Summers at the line. Drains the first. Robertson comes in for Henry for the Lions.
That's going to make it tough. I mean, watching United, they play an old style basketball. They go 100% the entire game. And when you have guys that have to kind of be limited due to foul trouble, that's why I take away from the game that you want.
Right. Back to a 10-point lead thanks to Dawson Summers. Approaching 2.5 to go here. Boring, top of the key, works against Spatafora. Quick three in the air for Marino. He drains the three. 7 for Marino, and it's a 7-point game. Here comes Spatafora. Approaching 2 to go here. Taken away by Deschamps. Marino gets the bucket and the foul. Kirshner will pick it up. That's his third. Machesko checks in. Boring has a seat for the Lions. 2:11 to go here. This is turning into a barn burner. 5-point game right now. The junior Marino at the line. Can't get it to go. Summers with the rebound. Here come the Chargers with a 5-point lead. 2 minutes to go here. Long three by DeMichael. Makes a statement. The first three is one you remember. That's an NBA three for Jake DeMichael.
And that's what United did not want to happen. As soon as Jake always hits that first one, then it just keeps coming.
Here's Machesko. Marino goes baseline, kicks it back out top to Robertson. Toom thought about the three. To Machesko with the trees.
Oh, that's a kind of a ticky-tack call.
Wow. Kirshner picks up his fourth.
I expect them to bring Felix in to guard DeMichael or try to get his face.
PJ Vaughn comes in for Kirshner. I feel for Bryson. 1.5 to go here in the third. Toom gets it out to Marino in the corner. Marino thought about the three again. Dashner on him. The floater won't go. Summers can't get the rebound. It's brought down by Marino. Taken away by DeMichael. DeMichael bringing it up court. One against the world there. Step back three ball off the iron. And it's Deschamps with the rebound. Felix to Marino. Long three. Off the iron. No good. Summers. Skies high. And he gets the foul. And they call it travel. Oh my goodness. I got to say, unbelievable there. I don't badmouth officials, but that was unbelievable. Summers was undercut, and he got called for travel. Unbelievable. Machesko with the dribble. 45 to go. Three ball. Hard off the glass. DeMichael with the rebound. Here comes Spatafora. 38 to go. Dashner back in. Summers can't get it to go. Toom with the rebound. 30 seconds to go. Up ahead for Felix. What doesn't go? Tipped back out. And it goes out of bounds. No. It hit the official in bounds. That's in play. DeMichael, step back three. Off the iron. Goes all the way out to Dashner. 12 seconds to go. Summers loses it out of bounds. It'll be Lions ball with 10 seconds and an 8-point lead for the Chargers. Robertson checks in for Deshawn for the Lions. Robertson to Machesko, over to Marino. Marino goes baseline. Off of B.J. Vaughn. B.J. Vaughn getting a hand in there. 1 second to go. 1.7 on the clock. The baseline inbound by Robertson. Machesko way offline, and that's how the third quarter will end with the score. The Chargers 50 and the Lions 42.
My favorite thing about OLSH is all the friendships that I made, especially through activities, and just the community that we've had.
My favorite thing about OLSH is definitely the family atmosphere. It's just so welcoming. Everyone's there for you, and you know that.
Everyone is just such a close community here, and it's just so exciting to go to school here at OLSH.
We can't wait to meet you.
Can't wait to meet you.
We can't wait to see you.
And I can't wait to meet you.
Join us for Open House, Wednesday, March 16th. Register online at olsh.org. We can't wait to meet you.
So let's talk about this fourth quarter for a little bit. You know, United, they are very conditioned. They look exactly like OLSH on their conditioning. None of the teams look tired. They're going 100% the full time. And United is keeping it close. However, three of their starters who are making a difference in the game have 4 fouls.
Right.
I don't know how, as a team, you can sustain the type of defense that they've been playing.
Yeah, and all 4 of them on the court right now to start the fourth quarter. And you have to do that right now. Play them to the end. You know, Chargers on the other end, they have one of their starters with 4 fouls.
Right.
In Bryson Kirchner.
Which I don't think he has 4 fouls.
On the scorebook, he does.
Yeah.
Here we go, the final 8. We'll decide who goes on to round 2. Lions have the ball, and it's going to be over and back as they throw it out of bounds. Charger ball. Henry said, my fault. Jake DeMichael and the Chargers say, thank you very much. Luke Dashner to Spatafora. Chargers operating with an 8-point lead, 50-42. Summers is going to go baseline against 2. Reverse layup. Dawson Summers with the 2. Back to a 10-point lead, 52-42. Chesko works against Spatafora. Toom launches a 3. Hard off the iron. Toom chases it down, gives it right to Summers. B.J. Vaughn behind the D. Vaughn lays it up and in, and he draws the foul. B.J. Vaughn. Question is, who got the foul? Oh, it's going to be Machesko with his 3rd. Team 6th. So not only that, the next foul by the Lions puts the Chargers at the line into bonus. BJ rolls it in and out. Henry with the rebound. Can't complete the 3-point play, but it's a 12-point lead for the Chargers. Boring to Felix, to Henry, top of the key. Machesko, back to Henry. Tight defense, knocked away by DeMichael, to Summers, to Spatafora. Spatafora lays it up and in. Rocco Spatafora makes it a 14-point lead for the Chargers. 6:45 to go in this one. Boring over in the corner. 3 ball from Henry. Off the iron, no good. But Felix has it, and it goes into the hands of Summers. To Spatafora, Chargers with numbers. To DeMichael, lays it up and in. And a timeout called by Rodkey. And the Chargers have a 16-point lead with 6.5 to go.
And this is what I was kind of expecting, where United is going to kind of sit back and wait so they don't, their players don't pick up that early quick foul. And OLSH knows that. They're going to keep going at you. That's OLSH's game.
Push right now. Yep.
And, for as aggressive as OLSH is, they play very smart. They don't get a lot of the fouls. Maybe one or two guys do, but, not the whole team, so they can afford that.
Right.
And when you have guys that come off the bench like Dashner and Tate and, that can pull their own.
And BJ Vaughn. And
BJ Vaughn, and just be the same aggressiveness, it's going to look, it's a hard team to beat.
Right. No, they're so I don't want to say talented, but they are, but the Chargers. But they have full bench, and they have players that come off the bench where they don't lose anything. You're exactly right. And that's where they can beat a lot of teams who have 5 good players, but when they bring players off the bench, there's a drop-off. Credit Marino for the Lions, though. He's come off the bench. He's got 9 points off the bench, so here we go. 6.5 to go in this one. 16-point lead for the Chargers. Machesko into Toom. Out to Marino. That shot's no good. Here comes Spadafora back the other way. DeMichael's calling for it. He gets it under the bucket, and he gets it in. DeMichael makes it a 60-42 game. DeMichael with the intercept, and it's going to be
DeMichael.
Yep, that's number 4 on Jake. I'm going to be honest with you. I thought he had the ball and got fouled. He got fouled, actually, yeah.
At least that's what it looked like from this side.
Yeah, it's from this angle. 6:04 to go. Toom with the layup. He gets it to go. Makes it a 60-44 game. Dashner hands it off to Spadafora. Under 6 to go. Spadafora to Summers. Can't get it to go. Spadafora almost with the rebound. Toom comes up with it. Up ahead to Marino. Boring. Can't get it, coach. BJ Vaughn with the rebound. BJ's going to bring it up. Behind the back pass. The floater goes in, and he gets the foul.
That will be Henry's fifth.
It's either Henry or Felix.
That will be Felix's fifth. Sorry about that. Wrong guy.
What a play by Vaughn, goes coast to coast. And that's 5 on number 14, Bradley Felix. He's gone. He fouls out with 5:24 left. And B.J. Vaughn will be at the line trying to complete the 3-point play. Henry will check in for Felix. Henry comes in with his 4 fouls. Plus, the other thing is with that foul, even though it was a shooting foul, now the Chargers are in the bonus.
Yep. Which will be interesting because, they're 13 for 20 from the free throw line.
BJ. And he completes the 3-point play this time.
They're 14 for 21.
And it's a 19-point lead for the Chargers. This one goes out of bounds. Meshner couldn't hit the 6'5" Toom across the court. It goes out of bounds. Turnover. Charger ball. 5:16 left. Chargers trying to put this one away. Knocked out of his hands, but he gets it back to B.J. Vaughn. He goes inside. It's knocked out of bounds by Toom. Charger ball. 5:06 left. Jake DeMichael will trigger it in from the baseline. They get it into B.J. to Luke Dashner. Foul by Henry. That'll be number 5 on Henry.
Yep.
He just fouled out. So John Henry, his 5th. That'll bring DeShong in with 5:03 left. 2 of the starters say goodbye for the Lions for the rest of this one. Maybe their season.
Yeah.
Dashner at the line.
A couple more that are close.
Dashner can't get it to go. Here comes Boring.
And now he's going to call foul Dashner.
Yeah, probably. Yep, Luke Dashner picks it up. That's his first. Team sixth. Boring will trigger it in. Machesco to Deschamps. Deschamps with the dribble. And taken away by the Chargers. Here comes DeMichael. DeMichael lays it up and in. And that's 30 points for Jake DeMichael. Boring now hits Machesco. Nice little give and go there. Machesco with a nice bucket. He's got 7 on the game. Under 4.5 to go. 19-point lead for the Chargers. Rocco Spatafora with the floater. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Summers. He puts it back. No good. DeMichael with the putback. No good. Summers up and in. Summers with 11. Here's Machesco. They throw it out of bounds. Charger ball. 4 minutes to go. 4:04. Wilson and Kirshner check back in for the Chargers. Dashner and B.J. Vaughn have a seat. Charger ball, and it's a 21-point lead for the Chargers. Spatafora now. Up the court he comes. He'll slow it down. United still in their man-to-man defense. Summers works against Toom. Has it knocked out of his hands. It'll go out of bounds. Charger ball. Under 4 minutes to go. It'll be a media timeout with 3:51 left on the scoreboard clock. Your Chargers with a 67-46 lead over the United Lions. We are back and going to the YMCA. But no, we just found out the winner of this one will play Carlington as they defeated Rocky Grove by a score of 48-38. So if the Chargers hold on here, it'll be a District 7 second round game in the PIAAs.
Yeah, that would mean, between the Whitfield and the second round, they played the top 4 teams throughout the playoffs.
Right. Oh, that's a good fact. Nice. Nice little nugget there. Kevin Wilson will trigger in from the baseline for the Chargers. 3:51 left here in the fourth. DeMichael into the paint. Little floater won't go. Tip back up. Kirshner puts it up. It goes in. And the foul. Kirshner with the bucket. Foul goes against number 3, Dylan Deschamps. His first. Team's 9th. Kirshner trying to complete the 3-point play. Can't get it done, but DeMichael with the rebound. He'll put it back up. Can't go. DeMichael with the rebound. And we get a foul. DeMichael picks up his 5th. He just fouled out.
No, that's on
it's on them. Marino. Oh, wrong 0. Marino picks up his first. Team's 10th. So DeMichael shooting 2 times with a 23-point lead.
Yeah, for the next 3 minutes.
Yeah.
3 minutes and 40 seconds.
Yeah.
They're shooting 2 each time they're at the line.
Yep.
And Kirshner and Toom were getting kind of jumpy, thinking it was 1-on-1 over there. They're having a good laugh about it.
Hey, I'd rather do that than not ready for it.
Right.
He rims the second one out. 24-point lead for the Chargers, 70-46. Boring throws it over to Marino. Marino with the floater. Rejected by Summers. It goes out of bounds, but Well, Summers has got to have at least 4 rejections today.
Yeah, he has 4 blocks right on the money.
Boring will trigger in, just under 3.5 to go. Toom gets it.
I want to say his average is about 4 or 5 blocks a game. So
Boring throws it off of Summers out of bounds. This time he'll trigger in from the baseline over in the corner. All the way up top to Marino. Toom to DeShong, launches a 3. Hard off the iron. Summers skies to bring it in. Here come the Chargers. Spatafora will pull it back. Approaching 3 minutes to go. Wilson. Summers says, I'm going to shoot a 3. Rattles it in and out. Spatafora with the putback. Can't go. This one goes into the hands of DeShong. Under 3 minutes to go here. Dylan DeShong gets it over to Marino. Marino to Boring for the 3. No good. DeShong rejected by Spatafora.
He came out of nowhere on that one.
Spatafora says, I can reject shots too. 2:43 to go here. They get it into DeShong in the corner, out to Machesco.
He kind of said Summer's not going to be the only one getting all these blocks.
Boring with the long 3. Air ball. DeShong gets it, hands it off to Marino. Tried to get into DeShong. He does get it there. I thought DeMichael had it for a second. Boring to DeShong in the corner. Getting double teamed. Timeout called by Coach Rodkey. It'll be a 30-second timeout. Oh, it's got to be full. Full timeout.
Yep.
With 2:21 left to score, 70 for the OLSH Chargers, 46 go on the side of the scoreboard for the United Lions.
Steals.
Back here at the AAC, 2:21 on the clock. I'll get the game set for you. The score's 70-46 Chargers. 2:21 on the clock. Chargers are in double bonus. The next foul by the Chargers puts the Lions at the line in the bonus. The Lions have 1 timeout remaining. The Chargers have 4. The arrow is in favor of the Chargers.
It's going to be a fun 2 minutes and 20 seconds to see what happens.
Francesco almost lost that one on the inbound play. He gathers it back in. They get it into the corner to Boring. Boring works against DeMichael. They get it into DeShong. Francesco launches a 3 off the glass. No good. Rocco Spatafora will clear. He gets chased down, and it's a foul by DeShong. Ran up his back. That'll be number 2 on DeShong. That's number 11. Doesn't matter anymore for United, but Spatafora will be at the line shooting 2, and here comes a line change for the Chargers. Rocco misses the first. He'll get the second one. Rocco Coladonato, Franco Schmiegel, Dorian Tate, Austin Hanson, and Nolan Randall in for the Chargers for the remaining 2 minutes. 71-46 is the score. Here's DeShong down the paint, kicks it out to the corner. Marino passes it off to Isaiah Rose. Gets the bucket in the lineup for the Lions. It's Dorian Tate from Austin Hanson out to Nolan Randall. Nolan Randall has it knocked out of his hands into Marino. Here comes Machesko. Machesko lays it up and in. And a timeout by the Chargers. It's a full timeout. 150.
My favorite thing about OLSH is all the friendships that I've made, especially through activities, and just the community that OLSH has.
My favorite thing about OLSH is definitely the family atmosphere. It's just so welcoming. Everyone's there for you, and you know that.
Everyone is just such a close community here, and it's just so exciting to go to school here at OLSH.
We can't wait to meet you.
Can't wait to meet you.
We can't wait to see you.
And I can't wait to meet you.
Join us for Open House, Wednesday, March 16th. Register online at olsh.org. We can't wait to meet you.
We are back with 1:26 left. OLSH, Nick Hollerbaugh on the call for you. Hope you enjoyed this one. Chargers going to go move on to play Carleton here on Saturday night. And Scout Schultz taking one of the Lions, Ben Toom, back to the trainer's room. Machesko checks out for the Lions. As Isaac Worthington in for the Lions. It's Austin Hanson with the ball to Dorian Tate. Tate has it knocked out of his hands. He gets it back inside. Franco Schmiegel, or no, Rocco Coladinato with the bucket. Worthington working against Tate. Gets it over to Boring, still in the lineup here. To Worthington, to DeShong. Long three on the way, off the back iron. Coladinato had it. It goes right into the hands of Marino. Coladinato tried to save it out of bounds with 49 seconds left. Into the lineup for the Lions, for Trenton Klingensmith and Tyler Robertson come back in. Klingensmith will trigger in for the Lions with 49 seconds left. Throw it in. Nolan Randall gets the ball, jump ball. It'll be Charger ball. 46 seconds. Austin Hanson will walk it up. Only question is, what's the final score going to be? 73-50 right now. They get it in to Schmiegel, to Hanson. Hanson tried to lay it up and in, taken away by Rose. Rose, the big guy, bringing it up the court. Robertson. Klingensmith over to Rose, taken away. It's Coladinato. Lays it up and in. Rose, 8 seconds to go. Taken away by Nolan Randall. Randall, he has it rejected by Robertson. DeShong brings it up at the buzzer. That's the game. Chargers 75. United Lions 50.
favorite thing about OLSH is all the friendships that I've made, especially through activities, and just the community that OLSH has.
My favorite thing about OLSH is definitely the family atmosphere. It's just so welcoming. Everyone's there for you, and you know that.
Everyone is just such a close community here, and it's just so exciting to go to school here at OLSH.
We can't wait to meet you.
Can't wait to meet you.
We can't wait to see you.
And I can't wait to meet you.
Join us for Open House, Wednesday, March 16th. Register online at olsh.org. We can't wait to meet you.
Back here at the AAC, Shield Sports Network's continuing coverage. Charger basketball. The Chargers make win number 1 in their quest for another state title as they defeat the United Lions, Nick, 75-50, 25-point victory. And to be honest with you, for most of the game, it wasn't that close. I mean, it wasn't that bad, that easy of a victory.
Yeah, I'm going to continue to say it. When I watch OLSH, the one thing that sticks out to me is, they go 100%, 100% of the time. It reminds me of watching, Dante last year. I've never seen a player give 110% every second of the game. And, that's what Coach Rod has this OLSH team doing. I think we'll see teams keep it close for 3 quarters, but I think the way that OLSH is, the fourth quarter is definitely theirs when they pull away a lot.
All season long, the third quarter has really been their quarter, and actually today, the third quarter, they actually lost the third quarter by a point, 15-14.
Right.
Credit Union, this is a good basketball team. And we said at the beginning of the broadcast, there's going to be no more easy games. These are all going to be tough games. It was a much closer game for most of the game. And in the fourth quarter, the Chargers proved that with the help of a lot of fouls by United, calling them United, they had three of their starters with 4 fouls. Actually, three of them. But that hindered them. But the Chargers proved that even when they don't play their best game, they can still be very potent and very dangerous.
Right. Yeah, I mean, OLSH didn't have a good shooting day.
No.
They shot 43% from the field, 10% from three-point, and 59% from free throw. It was not a good day. But on the opposite side, they didn't have a great shooting game, but they had 33 rebounds. They had 6 blocked shots, 17 steals, 13 deflections. They had all the other little stuff that makes a team, win. You don't. The old saying goes, defense wins championships. Well, from what I'm looking here, it was a very defensive game that they really proved themselves.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. And you look at the score sheet too, and Nick, and first for United, they have 1 player in double figures, and the Chargers had 3. So, and they've been doing this all year long. And you talked about it, the point average for the starting 5. But nice segue into that. For the United Lions, their leading scorer was Jacob Boring with 12. He had 2 players with 9 points, Johnny Machesko and Joe Marino, coming off the bench. So they had 9 points, 6 points each for Bradley Felix, John Henry, and Ben Toom. all had 6 points for the 50 points that go up on the United side of the ledger. For the Chargers, as we said, 3 players in double figures on the score sheet. Jake DeMichael leading all scorers with 31, 14 for Bryson Kirshner, 11 for Dawson Summers. Then it drops down to Rocco Spatafora with 6, 5 points for B.J. Vaughn off the bench. Kevin Wilson and Rocco Coladonato with 4 points each for the Chargers 75. So, again, the Chargers spreading it out, getting it done every which way. They weren't hitting from the field, so they just scored on the takeaways and the turnovers.
Right, and you want to know what the funny thing, not really funny, but you want to know who the best percentage shooter was this game? Bryson Kirshner was 69%. Everyone else was in the 40s.
Wow.
We had Jake DeMichael, who, he had 45%. He had the 31 points, but he also had 11 boards and he had 9 steals.
Wow. He's all over the score sheet. So we touched on it, Nick. Season's not over. If the Chargers want to go all the way, they've got, 4 more games to play. And game number 2 in the PIA tournament comes up on Saturday night. Place and time to be determined. But it'll be Saturday night. They're going to play District 7 foe, the Carlington Cougars. We saw them right before the semifinal game. They were playing, and we watched them against Fort Cherry.
Right.
And actually, I didn't. I watched it on video, but it's another defensive-minded team. They like to play the defense. So the Chargers, they're going to have to up their ante from the field. I think the free throw or the field goal shooting percentage needs to go up against the Carlington Cougars.
Yeah, I mean, they went 16 for 27 from free throw. And, one of the bread and butters of OLSH's game is 3-point, and they went 1 for 10.
I'm only seeing 1 3 in my scorebook from the Chargers, and that was Jake DeMichaels, and that was from NBA land. He shot that one almost from our seats, and it was pure as pure can be. And United not much better. They only had 4, so
right.
This game was almost like a throwback game. No 3-pointers.
Yeah, what's interesting is when you look at the stats, OLSH went 28 for 64 from the line. I mean, from the field goal, from paint. And United went 16 for 35. However, on the opposite side, OLSH went 1 for 10 from 3, but United went 4 for 23. So, they shot more threes, whereas OLSH shot more from in the paint. So it kind of like balanced it out where they were shooting from.
So that tells me, looking at that tells me the game plan was to go into the paint against this team. Mm-hmm. If you're the OLSH Chargers, Coach Rod had them trying to go into the paint, and it worked out because it drew fouls. It got United into foul trouble, and maybe that was part of the strategy, try to get them in foul trouble and then pull them out of the game.
Right.
And it seemed to work. So, all right. We will put a bow on this one. The Chargers come away victorious 75-50 over the United Lions in round 1 of the PIAA state tournament in 2A. They will move on Saturday night against the Carlington Cougars, and keep an eye on the website and the Twitter account and Facebook and all that good stuff, and we'll definitely let you know as soon as we know when the game is and where it is. Hopefully it'll be, the nice thing is it should be somewhere decently close because both teams here are on this side of the city of Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
so
maybe I'll finally get to travel to Peter's new gym.
Maybe it could be. It could be down there. Could even be, I'm not going to speculate. But
it could even be at Moon.
It could be, yeah. That being said, I want to thank everybody involved here. Thank Coach Mike McDonald for making all this possible. Of course, Matt Fargo, even though he wasn't on a microphone here, he's always involved in getting everything done. And, of course, Nick Hollerball sitting next to me. Thanks for all your hard work. And our camera people, always JV players from the basketball team helping out. I'm OLSH saying thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you Saturday night right here on the OLSH Sports Network as we continue our road to Hershey.